Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to answer which is the better cybersecurity stock to buy right now, CrowdStrike or Palo Alto Networks. I'm going to compare these two cybersecurity stocks on revenue, on cash flow, on profit margins, and on valuation. So let's get right into it, starting with revenue growth. And what we see here is CrowdStrike's revenue growth is decelerating from a peak of over 90% in 2019 and 2020, and it's fallen back to 37% in its most recent quarter. Meanwhile, Palo Alto Networks has fluctuated a little bit but held around 25%, 26% in its most recent quarter. One thing I like about cybersecurity stocks is the industry overall is expected to grow nicely over the next 2 decades at least. So you're getting this nice tailwind from industry growth by investing in cybersecurity stocks. The next thing I wanted to look at is the operating profit margin for these two companies, and Palo Alto Networks is showing nice economies of scale here, growing its operating profit margin to 5.62% most recently. CrowdStrike also demonstrating growth in this metric, although it is still negative at 5.78% minus, but it's improved nicely over the last several years. The next thing I wanted to look at is their cash flow from operations to sales over the trailing 12 months, because as I suspected, these two companies pay a significant amount of stock-based compensation, which is a non-cash expense, which will make its cash flow from operations look better than its operating profit margin. And according to this metric, they're both very similar at 40%, but CrowdStrike is showing the better growth in terms of increasing the cash flow from operations to sales ratio. But still, both of them at 40%, which is a very nice ratio of cash flow from operations to sales for any company to have, let alone such young growth companies like CrowdStrike and Palo Alto Networks. The last thing I wanted to look at is valuation, and I chose to look at the forward price to earnings ratio. And judging by this metric, CrowdStrike is trading at a forward price to earnings of 47.7 compared to Palo Alto Networks, which is trading at a forward price to earnings of 38. Now, I understand that CrowdStrike is likely to grow revenue faster than Palo Alto Networks. However, given that Palo Alto Networks has made more progress on profitability and showing a very nice operating leverage here, if I was to choose between these two stocks, I would pick Palo Alto Networks because of that progress on profitability and the lower valuation. That would sway me to choose Palo Alto Networks over CrowdStrike right now if I was to pick one of these two cybersecurity stocks. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.